Hello everybody. Last episode, Littlefeet and Kel went into Blackburrow. And we didn't get to go down too far into that particular dungeon. But what we did get to explore was a lot of fun. She picked up a couple small upgrades to her gear and to her skills. And she gained a couple levels. Now we are level 17, so that was well worth it. After the recording last time, I went ahead and fixed all of my bars up, got everything kind of cleaned up the way that I needed to. I went and I sold all the stuff that I didn't need. And I came back to the in-house. Now, I would like to show you my room. I have upgraded the flooring in here, and I upgraded the walls, so I think it looks a lot better. But the main thing I wanted to share was when we went to the festival, I picked up that wall panel. And this is it. I resized it and I put it against the whole back wall of the in-room. And I attached the lore and legend for the gnolls, the item we got, and I put that on there as my first one. So as I get more, I am going to just fill up this panel with all of the trophies that I get for the lore and legend. And I really just love that color, and it really allows the items to pop, whatever you put on that. So yeah, I was really happy about the way that turned out. The other thing I wanted to share is this over here. It's a mailbox. Now, with the Neriak Festival, every festival city has a special shiny collection that you can get, and it's actually around the inside of the city. And since Neriak is an evil city, Littlefeet wasn't able to go in there and collect that shiny collection. However, I would like to thank Prue for this mailbox. So I went ahead and placed it right here on the wall, so I can use this now as a regular mailbox. Now I would like to mention real quick, if you're a free-to-player, you will not be able to send mail in the mailbox. You can receive mail. However, you need to be a member in order to actually reply to a mail or to send a mail. Also, if you're enjoying the series, please give me a like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. Today's episode, we've got a lot to cover. Now, the first thing that I want to take care of is to go over to the crafting hall. There is a couple of things we need to learn how to do. Get on my mount. Okay, it's time to learn something new. If you come upstairs here in the hall, you will see this gentleman, Londir Ingad, and it says Adorning and Tinkering Daily Tasks. Now, in addition to the profession that you choose for your crafting, you can also learn to do adorning and tinkering. Now, the adorning is important because it allows you to create items to upgrade your gear. If you look at your character, I don't know if I have anything. Yes. If you look here at this cloth hood that she's wearing, you'll notice that there's this empty box here. And this is a slot that you can place an adornment in. So, adorning is important. It does allow you to add stats and stuff like that, so that's really good. The other thing mentioned here is tinkering. tinkering allows you to make all kinds of fun gadgets. And actually, one of the main fun things that you can make is a mender bot. And when you go into dungeons and raids, if that is what you're going to be doing, a mender becomes very, very important, because if you die quite a bit, you don't want to have to leave to go repair. And you can summon the mender bot, and the whole group can take advantage of that, which is really, really nice. And you get that by being a tinker. And there's all kinds of other things you can make. I'm not going to spoil that for you. But the first thing you need to do is actually learn how to do the skill. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to go over to those trainers and we're going to pick that up. So I'm going to go to, we're going to go to Butcher Block, which is where initially the skill was introduced. So we're going to take the bale to Butcher Block Mountains. And we're here on the docks. So what you want to do first off is come over here to the Adorning trainer, Salamaki, and you'll want to speak with her. Have you come seeking enlightenment into the path of transmuting and adorning? I have indeed. I'm glad others are interested in following this path. This is a long and difficult path, however, and may not be cheap or easy to pursue. Well, I'm still interested. Okay, I'm ready. So we are going to learn adorning. I have given you some starting knowledge into the making of adornments. You may use your transmuting skill to divulge the true essences of rare artifacts found throughout the land and break them down. Then you can use these components, speak to a trainer, or seek rare recipes throughout the land to gain more adorning recipes. Thank you. Now, she didn't actually give us any beginning recipes or anything. She just gave us the skill. So if we go to the merchant here, we can get the Essential Adornments Volume 1. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. And we're going to scribe that. And we have all of these adornments now that we can make. So you can make those whenever you'd like. Now we're going to come over to the other side. And we're going to speak to the tinkering trainer, Karsh Cogsworth.
Well met!
Greetings. I have the honor of being one of the first master tinkerers in a long time. As you may know, tinkering is the process created by gnomes many centuries ago. It was used to make clockworks that serve in the great city of Akanon, as well as many devices that were used every day by tinkers of old. Where can I learn the art of tinkering? I'm so happy you asked. As part of my duties as a master tinkerer, I also train people in the basics of the craft. I can teach you the skills that you will use and start you on the path to clockwork glory. Oh, I'd love to learn. You're sure that you want to learn? Yes, most certainly. Okay, so now we are going to learn tinkering. You now have the most rudimentary knowledge in tinkering. You may now start learning to craft gadgets, gizmos, and doohickeys of your own. Please speak to the tinkering merchant to pick up blueprints. Now, tinkerers use blueprints, not crafting recipe books. So when you come here to the merchant, you can pick up your first apprentice blueprint. We're going to buy one of those. And then we are going to scribe it. And now we know how to make a few tinkering items. And that's basically all there is to picking up that skill. And now we want to go back to the crafting hall. Now, tinkering and adorning are extras. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. I would recommend doing, if you want to pick up only one of them, I would do the adorning. You will be getting adornments, though, through adventuring rewards and such. Okay, so we're going to go back up to this dude. Now, both tinkering and adorning are performed on the workbench. We're going to talk to him. And he's got 3 dailies. And you can do this, like I say, every day. So you can pick up a tinkering one, an adornment, and a transmute. So we are going to do that. Because you're going to get a city token, and you're going to get Ironforge rep. So we picked up that one. Adorning. And transmuting. And these just take maybe 5 minutes max to get all 3 of them done. If you go to your crafting bench, we need to open up our... Go ahead and pick it, and you can see we don't have anything that we need. But because we have this quest, they give us the items we need. So we're just going to unpack the adornment one. Now, it's not going to give us the basic whole, so you will need to go ahead and get that, and you're going to need it for both tinkering and adorning. So we're just going to pick up basic coal. I'm just going to buy 200. That way I don't need to deal with it for a while. So you want to come back and put in guard. Okay, so now we're ready to go. I'm going to show you first off. You just go ahead and craft as you would normally. And you see on the left-hand side, it already says that we've created it. So we can stop. And we have created our first one. So you can just continue on and finish with that particular daily and get it done really quick. Uh-oh. Okay. But you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. I thought maybe you would get... something more, but you don't. So we're just going to continue on. And I'm going to stop it after the first row. It's just quicker that way. Just make sure it gives you the credit. and it just makes it really, really easy. Okay, we're going to make one more. Okay, so we finished that one, and I'm just going to turn it into lawn deer. And now we're level 13. Got a city token, and we got that. So that's all there is to doing the dailies. Now we're going to really quick do the transmuting one. And this is also nice because if you don't keep up with your transmuting and you're into a different tier of gear, you will not be able to transmute it. And I have an example here. Spell books can also be transmuted. And this one I picked up is for a coercer, and it's a level 11. However, when I go to transmute it, see the arrow shows red, and if I click on it, it's going to tell me that I need to have at least 30 transmuting skill to transmute that, and I only have 9. So this is also a good way to do to get this transmuting up, so it helps you along your journey. So we're going to find the box with the transmuting, which is this one. We're going to unpack it, and it's just a bunch of old boots. So all you need to do with this one is just hit your transmute button. So very, very simple. Takes but a moment or two. And as you can see, we are getting our transmuting skill up. We got a lot closer. We're not quite at 30 yet. So now we can turn it into him.
I greet you.
And now I'm level 15. I believe there's double XP going on right now. Yeah, look at the server bonus down there. I think it's going to go for Labor Day week. So we're going to level real quick, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. So we got that one done. And now we're going to go ahead and do the tinkering. So we're going to unpack that one. And we get our components for that. Now for tinkering, we need to create sprocket. So I'm just going to come up here and put in sprock. There it is. Got everything we need. We're going to begin. This is the same thing. You only need to go the first, as soon as you see that it created the all-purpose sprocket, you're good to go. So we're just going to finish this real quick. Okay, this will be the last one. And that's that. And then we're going to turn that in also. We're level 17. Fantastic. Okay. So that's all there is to the daily. And of course, you can go to any workbench and you can look at like these adornments: agility, endurance, energy. Like this one here, we need to have some powder, which we do not have. But we do have lapis lazuli. So as you transmute things, you're going to pick up different components so that you'll be able to make your own adornments and stuff, which is pretty exciting. And because we passed level 15, we now have our daily crafting writs available. Now, we're not going to get into those today because I have a lot of other things that I want to do. But they are now available to me, and we'll be coming back for that another day. So, that's all the crafting I wanted to cover in this episode. Now here's one of those pack ponies right here, this little pony that you get for the Gathering Obsession Quest. That's what they look like. Now, there is one crafting thing I did want to go over real briefly. You can craft what's called Mastercrafted gear, and I highly recommend you do so because, as you can see by Littlefeet's gear, she is in a sorry state for her level. She should have much better gear. So I'm going to work on getting that for her. However, she is not a tailor, so she cannot craft her own Mastercrafted gear. Now, if you're not a member and you're a free player, you don't have access to the broker. So you're thinking, well, what the heck do I do? Well, you can become a tailor. If you know ahead of time that you're not going to have access to the broker and you do want to make your own gear, then I would recommend, if you're a mage, that you become a tailor. If you belong to a guild, there are a lot of times people in the guild that will create the gear for you, and all you have to do is supply them with the materials. And for Mastercrafted gear, you will need rares. So just something to keep in mind. And going forward, you can change your profession if you say, oh crap, I'm not picking up any upgrades for my class. I don't join a guild. I don't know what to do. You can go back to the crafting hall and you can switch. However, you start over. So you want to really think through when you're deciding what you want to be. Now, I do want to introduce you to our very first Heritage Quest. Heritage Quests give you a ton of status. They're based on the old stories from Everquest 1. So if you played Everquest 1, you may be familiar with the items that you receive from these Heritage Quests. And doing the Heritage Quest, you learn quite a bit about the history of Norath. And I would recommend that you do every Heritage Quest. They really, really are a wonderful addition to the game. You will get experience, you will get great items, but they're not easy. A lot of times they can be quite challenging. Now, the very first Heritage Quest that we are going to do is going to be in Greater Fadark. So we're going to go ahead and port over to Greater Fadark. Okay, so here we are in Greater Fadark. And this is a city in the trees. It's quite confusing. It takes a few moments for you to get used to where you are. If you check your map, you can see that it's quite large and there's all these ramps going all these different ways. So what we want to do is get over here to this area to pick up the heritage quest. So I'm going to ride this little teleport pad right here. You can click on it and it gives you all the other areas that have the teleport pads. And we want to go to the old Kelethan acorn lift. I think we can pick this up now, I'm not sure. If we're too low, we'll have to go back to the city and then we'll have to wait. Now, Kelethan is a good city. If you're from Freeport, you can come here and you can pick up this heritage quest. The only area you really need to stay clear of in this city, if you are from Freeport or the evil side, is you need to stay away from the royal platform, because the royal guards will attack you, but the regular guards will not. So what you want to do is you want to come over here and you want to speak to Captain R.K. Irontoe. This particular quest starter can be tricky. You want to click on him and you want to say, I would like to hear about Caledon. What about Felwith? Were there any significant dwarven battles in Greater Fadark? What? Were there any battles? Any battle is a significant battle. Oh, please forgive my wording. Tell me more. Tell me more. So you just want to keep clicking through. And what you want to do is you want to get to this right here. Where can I go to honor those that fought at the Battle of Burning Roots? And then you say, I will honor and serve. And then you will get the heritage quest. Now, it's a level 19, so we're going to hold off just a little bit. We're not going to start it today. But I wanted to get you the starter for it. Next episode, we're going to work on it. But you can look and see that the reward for this is a Dwarven Ringmail Tunic. Now, if you're able to use chain armor, which all scouts can, all fighters can, mystics can, defilers, so templars can use chain. So you can actually pick this up if you'd like to use it. But if you don't want to use it and you receive it, there is something else you can do with it. And I will show you that once we finish this heritage quest. And you will get 22,546 status points, and you will get 10,000 faction with the Irontoe Brigade. So we're going to go ahead and accept that heritage quest. And he's going to tell us what we need to do. So first we need to find the war memorial for the battle at the Burning Roots. So we're going to go ahead and work on that next episode. And I want to thank you for joining me today. And now you have quite a few new things to keep you busy, as if you didn't have enough already. Take care, everybody. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.